Thought you are taller than me, is he?
Set piece. Do I win?
No, yeah.
You stand this side.
Oh, we talk football.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're not talking
That's
personal
rare.
life. Yeah, we're not talking personal life no more.
That's good.
I knew I loved the club before I signed the contract.
But in a special Liverpool way, we can be successful. You have to change from doubter to believer.
The intensity of the club, how important football is in the city, I knew we'll have a good relationship. It means so much to all of us.
Champions of Europe once again.
This club is so special. I'm really proud to be part of this team in this moment.
Liverpool are the champions.
I for sure will never forget it.
It's Alisson! Oh, unbelievable!
I love absolutely everything about this club. It's not so important what people think when you come in. It's much more important what people think when you leave.
Given the announcement last week, does those pictures not make you want to stay a little bit and recreate that again?
No, it had nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with it. It's not that I want to leave. It's more or less I have to. So because if I cannot do it like that, if I cannot be the guy there who pushed the team to the Champions League and stuff like this, and why should I do the job? I never liked that. Why were you still in a job? Yeah, it's cool. When it's training, I cannot do that. And I'm not in that moment. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah, and that's exactly how it should be. Imagine we would stand here and you have to always
wake you up.
Yeah, exactly, and tell you. And that's then definitely too late. And this it's not allowed that it happens.
So it's like
too
you
important.
don't want to be a boxer who takes one too many fights.
And I don't want to be a passenger. The job is too important, the club is too important. So that's why I decided.
I'm a totally normal guy. I'm the normal one, maybe, if you want guys.
Did you envisage the type of success that you've had here coming in?
No, of course not. I had no idea how far we can go. When you come in a new club, I think you try to fix the obvious stuff and then try to go from there. So it's just what we wanted to do is to create that. The way I want to play football was clear, obviously, and then I had to see how quick can we go from there. And we always starts with a rather defensive idea, and go from there. And that's what we tried in first game Tottenham. We were very lively, very wild, aggressive. But not organized properly, no real possession things. But it was a few days only, and that's fine. And that's always how the few times I stepped into a new club. I always try to do it that way.
You mentioned your playing style, and the gegenpress or counter pressing is the way in the heavy metal football that you mentioned. How do you get that into a team and so quickly? This is a good clip here. It's quite early on. You beat City 3-0 here, and the way you guys play. How do you get that in, that relentless desire to kind of get the ball back? And I'll show you here. Look at the response from the players immediately coming to the ball. How do you get that so quick?
Let me see it. I just did yes.
You like that? Huh?
Yeah. So first you have to explain it why you want to do it. So I want, in the end, you in a football game, you want to be dominant as often as you can. So even if dominant in a defensive way, so the other team, let me say you have a deep block, the other team tries to get through, you have kind of dominant because you dominate their possession by not letting them do what they want. I want to be dominant in a slightly different way. I tell the players, the better we get on the ball, the better it is anyway, the better we get against the ball, the more time we have the ball. So, and that's how you start these kind of things. And a few exercises, little exercises, bigger exercises, how you can implement it to the boys. I always tell everybody, you can learn it, but you have to learn it because it's an impulse, counter-pressing. We are all used to that, and especially in good old times. You lost the ball. You was like, yeah, well, what can I do? Always kind of stand still in that situation. Game is running that direction, and you're still busy in the other one. So that's things we delete completely off.
Is that through repetition?
Yeah.
Consistent messaging?
Yeah. For 23 years now, I think I mentioned counter-pressing 50 times a week.
Is it? Wow.
Like, it's like, unfortunately not like riding a bike. It's organized chaos. That's how I call it, and that's a little bit me. I'm probably organized chaos a little bit, and that's why I can coach it in that way.
Well, it is exciting to watch, I'll tell you that. This is interesting. Do you need immediate success, like getting to finals and becoming contenders, to kind of instill that belief in the tactics that you're trying to portray?
I don't know. And what is success? So, like, is reaching a final real success? Only until you lost it. And in that moment, you have to deal with that. I think that was more important than reaching the final, was how we dealt with losing the final. We really took it as an information. Oh, we can do that, so let's improve, and then we can do further stuff. So that was a little bit like that. I don't think anything would have been different in our history if we would have won that final.
Yeah.
But it didn't hurt us that we didn't win it. So that's probably the best.
When you say it didn't hurt us, I've been in situations losing finals, and if the messaging isn't right from the leader in that, which is the manager yourself, it could be a problem. And I think that I listened to so many interviews of your players, Jordan Henderson, the captain, James Milner, Virgil van Dijk, and they talk about in these moments is where they saw the best of you in reinstilling confidence and purpose for the next season.
Unfortunately, I'm used to lose big. That's how it is. My whole life was like this. My whole career was like this. I cannot say I'm a natural born winner. Yeah. I'm not. I had to do it the hard way. With Mainz, we were second for the majority of the season, ended up at fourth, didn't get promoted. Next year the same, for a point, for a goal, all these kind of things. So when you experience that, it's not great. It's absolutely not great. But you realize the next day, well, still alive, still healthy, so you can go again. And that taught me a lot during my career. So losing a European League final is not my top 10 of the worst thing what can happen in life. It's definitely not. It's something you don't like and you want to avoid, and you want to win these finals, because I can tell you it took a while until we won the Champions League final, whenever it was here. Here. When we won it, yeah, great. But it took a while.
So what was different from there to there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, massive, the difference. It was cool that we won it at least once. I was in 4 finals. Yeah, lost 3. So what kind of story we want to tell around that? It's not fantastic, but it's part of my life, and I have no problem with that. We all fall constantly, and we fail and we fall down, and all this constantly happens. It's all about how quick you get up and how you respond to the things. And in the end, this is nice, really, really good. But it could have been more. People would say that should have been more, could have been more, but it's okay, and that's all you can ask for in the end. If you look back, are you happy with this? Yeah, it's fine. Could we have won more? Yes, as well.
Okay. Well, listen, 3 people that were really integral in your success are these 3 guys on the screen. Did you envisage these guys getting to the levels that they got to, or did they just get to where you thought they might get to?
So I arrived here and Bobby was here.
Yeah.
Bobby, I knew Bobby from the Bundesliga, obviously, and I loved him. Creative, offensive player. Did I know 100% what his best position? I thought it's central, definitely not a wing, but he was injured when I arrived here. Then a year later, we signed Sadio Mane. We needed speed on the wing, we needed all these kind of things, so we played right wing.
Surely that wins it for Liverpool!
And then a year later, I spoke to Mo, and he said, yeah, what about my position? I said, right wing. And he said, but Sadio is playing there. I said, yeah, do you really think it's his best position? He said, no, so do I. So both on the other side.
Salah's rolled his way in, and he's got support. Salah in! Didn't need anybody else!
And then it was about Bobby connecting, and because what these guys created together with us was new positions. These were winger strikers. They had to defend like wingers and had to attack like strikers. And besides that,
how do you do that? I mean, because I grew up with strikers. If you said to them, you have to run back and defend, they used to look at you like he was crazy.
I would tell everybody, as long as you are not Lionel Messi, you have to defend.
Yeah.
Lionel is the only one, wait until we have the ball, give it to you, and now do what you want. Everybody else has to defend, and they all bought 100% into it. Then we had the other guys on that picture. We had Millie, who told everybody, if you don't defend, I'm going for you. Hendo on the pitch, oh my God, you don't want to hear Hendo, and you're 5 yards away from you. Robbo, all these guys who come more from the mentality side. So that made that team.
How important are those leaders?
Super important. Super important. I'm not every day, and for sure not 5-6 hours in a dressing room. The culture you create is delivered and transformed by the leaders in the group, and that's where we are blessed now. These leaders were incredible, but the next generation was already here and stepped in, and that's what makes this team so special now.
Champions of Europe once again.
I want to just play some pictures here. What do these pictures do for you? How do they make you feel when you see
Best
stuff
memories.
like this?
Best memories. We spoke only about it. They had probably 10 kilo more here, poor boys. Yeah, I had in June I had to wear the rain jacket because of my belly. That's what these pictures make of me. But no, it was obviously fantastic. You will never forget it. You know that. You will never forget it when we meet. Now last week, last few days, the news came out, and this team, well, not here anymore. The players send messages and all that. That's a bond created for life. So that's actually the best thing what can happen in life. That you meet people, go through different situations, grow together, stick together, like each other, love each other, depart, and still be friends for life. And that's definitely with his team. This was a very special team.
Now, listen, I couldn't come and speak to you without speaking about this guy, because I think his talent deserves it, Trent. And it's just really interesting me. He's a unique player.
Yeah.
What is Trent? I mean, listen, this clip here is when I think you won the Premier League here. And this is where we used to see him. We're accustomed to seeing him in that right back area, patrolling that area a lot on his own, or Mo just in front of him. But this was him. And obviously his quality is undoubted. But what is Trent Alexander to you?
A world-class footballer. So the thing is, Trent was a skinny boy, ready for 60-ish minutes, a Premier League game, for a pretty long time. So that's a physical start. Needed time to get there. So is that a midfielder already? Can you put somebody in where the game is coming from all directions? It's better if you are just see what happens, overlap, cross the ball, stuff like this. And to be honest, best offensive right back in the world for a long time, with all other good ones out there, but really, really good. The goal against Barcelona at the corner, just as one part of it.
And he spotted that! Oh, they caught them! They caught Barcelona napping!
Tell me 3 other players on the planet with 21 would have done that. But of course, space for improvement, space for... Nobody doubts that he can improve defensively, but it's not as bad as everybody's making it. It's just the society we're living in. If you lose one defensive challenge, Kyle Walker lose from time to time a defensive challenge. It's just not, you don't make a big story of it because he's generally a really good defender, but it happens to Trent. It's always like the proof for the point. So we adapted to the quality. That's what coaching is actually, to adapt to the quality of the boys. Yes,
you
definitely.
adapted here, and there he is there now. And I saw a quote from you saying about, I think you played centre midfield for England, and you said, why play the best right back in the world, centre midfield, and then here he is in a Liverpool shirt.
Yeah.
What's the reason for bringing him inside the pitch?
Because he was ready. Because he was ready for that, number one. Number two is Trent enjoys it, but I'm not sure if you would. I don't ask Trent. Somebody else can ask in the future what do you want to play.
I'll ask him if you get it.
Yeah, do it. So I think he's quite happy with the position, how he can interpret it, and I'm very happy with it. And as long as I'm in charge, I decide these kind of things, and it's good fun for a coach as well to see these kind of which door opens up if you give a player a little bit more freedom here and there. That's what I love about coaching, that you then all of a sudden think, wow, that's better than I thought, and then you keep that.
It seems that you're not judging him as a right back. He's more of a holistic footballer.
I don't have these stereotypes in my mind. It's like I couldn't. The way we want to play is very flexible. That means in some moments, our right midfielder has to defend like a right back. Our right winger has to defend like a center striker. Who cares? Who cares in that moment? You lose the ball, go for it, and don't think, where's my position? Where do I have to go? That's old, really old school, when we all were running back. Yeah. Even before that, probably. We want to be active, proactive, all these kind of things. And that means the closest is the first in the challenge. Everybody could be on the right wing or on the left wing or in the center, and that means do the job.
Well, you're talking about overhaul of your team, and I know you didn't win anything here. I don't think you qualified for the Champions League either. But a complete overhaul of the midfield area. How happy are you with that?
Very. Love each and everybody of them. Year before, Gini Wijnaldum.
Crazy player.
What a player. So we lost incredibly important players. Naby Keita, world class. Too many injuries, unfortunately. Fabinho, in his prime, oh my God, could play alone a 6 against 12 others or whatever. Hendo, the leader, and box to box, and underrated 100%, incredible player, incredible personality. Emily played for me, I think 6 or 7 different positions. He's one of the best blokes I ever met in my life, and I miss him every day because since he's gone, I have to do so many things.
How have you got these guys to kind of go out and produce and do what you need them to do so quickly after coming in so soon?
Yeah, look, we always wanted, Maka was always clear. Dom, always on my radar, but it's money. It's decent money. There is like, how can we do that? Have a look.
That's the only difference, isn't it? Is that the profile, the age between the others.
But wonderful. So absolutely wonderful. So you need to find the right moment for a player to go to make the next step. And maybe for Wataru, it's exactly right. You saw him before he left now for the Asia Cup. That's a 6. He's a machine. He's a good player. In that time, without him, nothing would have happened. Maka injured, and all of a sudden everybody could be offensive because he was like the Hoover again in behind them and just covered everything. And it worked out perfectly. Ryan is 21, so he's still a talent. But just when he plays, you think, oh my God, he's ready, and he is.
Well, this is them here. It's a good example of it, and you win it here straight away. 2 or 3 passes up into the front man.
The idea has to be, after winning a ball, the idea has to be a forward idea. Has to be. Is it always the first pass, or is it just a wonderful goal? Yeah, some things never change. You win a ball and you don't want to see it, just pass it back.
Go for it.
There's no settle. It's always, you have to win the game in moments when it's intense. Intense for you means intense for the opponent. If you can make there the difference, it's a real difference. If you face a good team who is 5, now we played 4-5-1, pass the ball left, pass the ball right, pass the ball left. It's difficult. You need to find these moments where you can speed it up, where you can get in behind.
Change the rhythm.
And that's the best moment after winning the ball. It's always this front-footed idea. Sometimes it works out, sometimes not.
Well, just before we go, you got 4 trophies on the table now. Like,
you know these competitions are not made for one team to win them all. We realize that, we play now the final against Chelsea, 25th, I think. Yeah, exactly. So 3 days later, it's the next FA Cup round. Ladies and gentlemen, give us whatever. You cannot really do it, so nobody cares really about it. Just set up, go through the competitions. So I don't think about it at all. We try to get through the competitions as long as we can. We will line up teams who can win the game. Hopefully that we have the opportunity to that. We win it, fine. We don't win it, then we will be out or will not be there anymore. But that's how it is. We cannot. All the competitions, in the moment we play them, have exactly the same importance to us. Who is ready? Well, then play. And then next game, who is ready? Okay, then play. We didn't make this difference where we said, no, we cannot play him here today if somebody's not 100% fit. We do that. If he's coming back or whatever from injury, of course you have to do that. But if he's completely normal rhythm, we play them as often as they can.
Well, great. Listen, it's been a breath of fresh air seeing you come into the English game.
Oh, thank you.
And your approach, the way you set your teams up, although you're a rival team, not a person. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much. From the bottom of your heart.
It's a special club. You have to change from doubter to believer. Boom.
What can I say to that? Let's talk about 6, baby.